Years ago, there was a boy who unfortunately was doing terrible things while he was in yeshiva. And the Hanhala, the staff, decided not to tell the mother she was raising the child on her own. If there was something that she could do, they would have told her. But they met and amongst themselves, they crossed their T's and dotted their I's, and they realized there's nothing she could do, or else we would tell her. Unfortunately, the boy crossed the line, and they had to tell him to leave yeshiva. The single mother comes to the Hanhala and says, "Why didn't you tell me?" And they said to her, "We feel terrible, but we met and realized if there was something you could do, we would have told you. But there was nothing you could do, so why cause you unnecessary pain and unnecessary angst just to tell you when there's nothing you could do?" And she looked at them incredulously and said, "Nothing I could do? I could have davened. You stopped me from davening. You can't stop me from davening for my child." We're going to go to Rav Michal Yehuda Lefkowitz, our Gadol Ador, who passed away a few years ago. And sure enough, in that little apartment in Bnei Brak, that must have felt like the Kodesh HaKadoshim. She sat on one side, the Hanhala on the other. Rav Michal Yehuda had to adjudicate the case. And hearing both sides, he turned to the Hanhala and he said, "She's right. And I paskin that you have to let the boy back into yeshiva. Because by not telling her, you stopped her from davening. And you cannot stop a Jewish mother from crying and shedding a tear, a broken heart and davening. He goes back to yeshiva." And so perhaps the first thing that we can do for anyone that we know of or we hear about, we don't need to know the person. Daven for them. Make them mishaberach for them. Like the Kotzker Rebbe says, "Ein davar shalem kalev nishbar." There's nothing as whole as a broken heart. We should have a broken heart. Certainly help the person. Help them find the resources, the myriad of ways and people that can help them. But personally, daven. Shed a tear. Do something to tell the person that you and I were being naisei ba'olam chaverai, because before any person cares at all what you know, they first want to know that you care. You mean I'm on your mind? You daven for me? I'm part of your rifa'enu? You're not embarrassed? You're my lifesaver.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.